The big question mark in my mind for White Widow isn't, is she going to be good in Clog? She's definitely going to be good there. The big question mark in my mind for White Widow tomorrow is, does she have the potential to be a generically good 2-drop? I think there's a possibility of that. Does that run Red Guardian instead of Mobius? Maybe? I don't know, those cards are good against different things, yeah? They're both 3 energy tech cards, but one of these things is not like the others. Aren't you gonna prime sub option more? Because they buried it. You need to click the button, it elevates your subscription. Someday the Great Web's gonna move one of their cards, yeah? Someday the Great Web's gonna move one of their cards. This deck is also playing Enchantress and Shang. So it's like, what card is Red Guardian covering that we don't cover with those two? Another thing to think about / ask yourself.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I will say a big part of the reason I don't play a ton of Little Movers is because I am not lucky enough to play the card Silk. I think this deck as constructed can afford to play Enchantress, Derek. Like, you can play Enchantress plus Kitty plus Miles on the last turn, typically.
I am Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
They're still gonna have 12 on the left. We're only gonna have 18. Living Tribunal. White Tiger is usually indicative of not Living Tribunal. More traditional negative deck. I'm not sure why we think Hope Summers would be good in my deck that literally curve tops at 4. This build is explicitly built to not go bigger. Once you put Hope Summers in your deck, it makes sense to start playing a bunch of 6s, then you're kind of just a different deck at that point. Kitty first, Silk will jump. Yeah, that's the point here. So we kick it, and then we kick it back. And then they'll ideally kick it back to the right again. And then Captain Marvel covers us on the left, so we're good. Carol? How we drew it up.
Victory.
I mean, the Hope Summers go bigger builds of this deck, Kyle, are among the best performing decks in the format. So I think if you want to play Hope Summers in the Elsa pile of cards, like with Kitty and Angela, like, that's fine. It's a legitimately good deck. It's just a different deck than this one. Our deck's actually not great alternative. Injects. I guess we have movers that can get into there, but we just don't leverage the extra energy well.
Opponent snapped.
I'm gonna leave.
escaped.
That was I drew negative snap. Hey, I mean, at least they snapped before they played the negative instead of after. Does anybody know why it says Prime sub not available yet for me? I have never subbed to anybody with this Prime or used it otherwise. You should go into your Twitch settings and make sure that it's not subscribed somewhere. It's definitely something of a thing that people's Prime subs get used on their accounts if your account is phished. Does your Twitch account have two-factor authentication? Does it share a password from somewhere else that's been compromised? You should be able to see in your settings, though, where your Prime sub is currently used. Don't want to play into the Vibranium Mines if I can avoid it. Do you think this deck is good in Conquest? I don't know if this particular list that we're playing is good at all. But the other or more common builds of the Elsa Kitty deck tend to be solid.
Victory.
All dressed up with nowhere to go. I actually really agree, Kyle, that I think Red Guardian is very comparable to Jeff, but in the 3 slot. Just like this generically good card that you could kind of play anywhere, and it probably makes most decks you slot it into a bit better. I think it's actually a really, really apt / solid line of thinking about the card. It raises the floor on your deck a good deal by being a key answer that's generically powerful. Yeah, I did see TLSG was making content again. Glad to see that.
Opponent.
Definitely empathized a little bit personally with him talking about content burnout stuff. Feel that. I want 8 power Carol. Sounds lovely. We wanted her to go left, but, you know, beggars won't be shooters, I suppose. Oh, I did that wrong. I needed to do this and then this, because if Silk jumps center, I'm kind of screwed. Ah! Okay, they play center now. We're good? We're good.
Wakanda forever.
I don't want to Shang them this turn because I don't have priority and they could be Zolaing. And hopefully this play grabs me priority going into the next turn. Tempo Enchantress could bite me here though.
All hail Hydra!
Wakanda forever!
I'm not playing Kitty because I want Captain Marvel to be able to cover the right here. They could dull us. I mean, sure, if they have dull, they have dull. These two cards could very well be null and then one other.
I am Iron Man.
Got him, yeah. Stick arrow.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Sweeter words have never been spoken yet. Higher, further, faster, maybe.
Victory!
By the way, chat, as we 8Q beat the Mr. Negative deck, there's definitely a Mobius in our deck. Not that you would know from the 4 games that we just played. Who's that? Mobius? Never heard of him. I haven't played a long time. Is there a playable Thanos deck at the moment? So there is a playable Thanos deck at the moment, but if you haven't played it a long time, you're probably missing a number of key cards for it. It wants Cull Obsidian and Mockingbird, which are both more recent releases. Captain Marvel, take into account Kraven's +2 when she moves. Yep. Probably the Pixie deck, based on what we've seen so far. Could be right to get Mobius down because of that, but if they had Pixie, they would have played her last turn, so they're gonna have to draw her now. Unlucky. Stun, 2 Silk 50/50s. Oof.
Are ye worthy?
Relatively even, expansion, all things considered. Doing this makes the Red Hulk bigger, but I think I need to get him down. Mobius will undo the penalty on Pete here too, which is nice. Joke's on you! I was never gonna move anything into Kraven's path anyways. I think Red Guardian is good. I think anybody that doesn't think Red Guardian is good is missing some fundamental card evaluation skills. I think a lot of people, when they talk about the power level of Marvel Snap cards, think that anything that isn't just overtly broken isn't playable.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
ties the left, unfortunately. I really needed to hit on one of those early soak flips. Craven to be at least +2 before he got Red Guardianed.
Escaped.
Hitman thing, that's a good one. I think a lot of Hip's best work, in my opinion, comes from his non-humans. His man thing and other cards of that type. That would be great. Seeing Red Hulk on one is actually one of the most hopeless feelings in Marvel Snap right now. It's like, well, I guess we'll hang this one up. We're guaranteed to lose a lane. Hopefully we can play for the other two. I'm gonna turn the super flow off so that way I'm less likely to trigger Red Hulk. They still get to use it, but it's the best we can do. Now, shout out to Iceman for denying the old Red Hulk 4 points of power. Pixel M'Baku for my Twitch drops. What a cursed drop.
Clear for takeoff.
I will say, as bad as it feels to get my Craven punched by Red Guardian, I think it's really good for the game long term that Red Guardian provides a clean answer to things like Craven and Angela that really lacked them early on. You previously could only answer them by letting them scale, and being able to proactively cut them off of their scaling is a good piece to have in Marvel Snap as a whole. Alright, so their Red Hulk's going up to 19 at least, probably higher.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I was lucky.
All systems go.
Can I win a priority coin flip here? And by win a priority coin flip, obviously I mean not have priority. Oh, my brain was like, oh, Miles is the perfect draw. Wait, they have Mobius. Jeff mid. No, I wanted to keep my cards to the left in case they moved their Jeff and didn't play left. Was my goal. Thank you, love. Yep, perfect. Pizza time, champ. Head Deuce, Marvel Snappers, Goliath returns in the new Deadpool movie. It's the pre-nerf version. Oof. Oh, you know what? I messed up here. I should have played Jeff off center and then moved him in to make Miles work. Mistake.
Victory.
Go one drop one time.
Oh, snap.
I think this is worse for them than us. It's really terrible for us, but hopefully it's worse for them. Our demons 6-1 now.
Victory.
Well, I can't remember the last time I had that happen. We actually had, what, 4 1-cube games? Or 1 2-cube game? We lost 5 cubes in 4 rounds. 1 2-cuber. Prime Bot, thank you for the quarter of a year. Back. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll fill right, actually. Block,
Oh, snap.
block, what's it called?
Opponent snapped.
The Pixie might be wrong, but I've also been playing this matchup for a long time and I'm ready to get to the next one way or another. Deathstrike's going to go right, maybe. But you can't play around everything. Playing these here. Played around them Century Idiot. That was my goal. Why not move Jeff for Miles? Because they're kicking my sandcastle. The reason to move Jeff is if they Lady Deathstrike, they're not going to Deathstrike their own Mobius, yeah? How do two Mobius interact? They don't. What's this? Red Hulk on the left and be Sam. Dear God, please someday give me the confidence with which people are wrong on the internet. Two Mobiuses do not cancel each other out. That's not how this works at all. Not even a little bit.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
When there are two Mobius in play, all cards have their starting cost. There's no cost increases and there's no cost reduction. They do not impact each other directly. Yeah, it's just numbers. Numbers are how they started, which is different than saying they cancel out, because if they canceled out, cost reductions would work for both players.
Snap. Opponent snapped.
Yes. Mobius canceling each other out is something that is just wrong that gets repeated very frequently.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
How do you interpret the leader emote? My primary use of the leader emote is I send it to people who snap me back in the Proving Grounds in Silver as an acknowledgement of thank you for understanding what we should be doing here. People have a different definition for cancel out. I read it as normal costs for all. I don't know what kind of fucking weird world you people live in. That cancel out means put things back to normal. But most people using the word wrong doesn't change the definition of it until Webster's finally updates it. You're right that that's probably what they're trying to say, but that's not remotely what it actually means. Yeah, Sarah having no text isn't normal. She-Hulk not getting cost reductions isn't normal. I think we're dead. Well, move Jeff. Is it free? Stops a goblin, I guess. Oh wait, I can move Jeff and move this, which lets Captain Marvel cover here too. Yeah, this is actually better. Oh my god, did we get there?
Faster, baby.
I think we got there, chat. Woo, buddy.
Victory.
I forgot the Nightcrawler could move. Breaker, give me some news. Shout out to our broken clock for being right once today. Yeah, I accept that there's plenty of nuance and small details in the English language, chat. But can't cancel out means stop working under every reasonable definition. Which is not what happens with Two Mobius. I think you're just misusing the English language if you're saying cancel out. Yeah, two Daredevils cancel out. That's an accurate statement. See you again in 12 hours, broken clock, yep. I'll be back. Yeah, Daredevil's the perfect Marvel Snap picture of what does cancel out mean. Cancel out means same as if they weren't there at all. Yes, exactly that. That is in fact what words mean. Mad Hacker, thanks for hacking your Prime over this way for the 5th month. Appreciate that. Welcome back. just playing this for the sake of resource efficiency this turn.
Friendly neighborhood
Dank,
Spider-Man.
thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. Lucky. Wait, what? Opponent is cooking, chat. What is going on over there? God, they've got some spice. They're like a meek move deck, yeah? Hey, Ninja, thanks for the prime, appreciate it. Yeah, this lets me play for 15 over here with this. Except I should put Jeff in the center because Kitty gets bigger over here. We go Silk, Ping Silk back. Craven gets bigger, Kitty goes there. Captain Marvel covers all of it. Then we've got, these are both 5s, yeah? So we'll have 18 in the middle, should hopefully be good. Well, should be good by a single point is still good. I'm gonna hold Nightcrawler for after Angela here so she can trigger her. Yeah, swapping Kitty and Jeff Banner to that one, for sure. Oh, Red Hulk. Oh, White Hot Room. Oh, baby. Actually, is White Hot Room even good for me? It just makes the Red Hulk fucking huge, yeah? That's fine. We're gonna win the coin flip with Shang-Chi, yeah? Really long Conquest wait times in the EU. It looks like less people are playing every month. It rained outside for the last 3 days, and it looks like there's less diversity in the weather every month. It's pretty unfortunate. I used to like the weather. Now there's just not a lot to it anymore. Sad, really. Gamers not extrapolating their insignificant sample size anecdote to be a trend, challenge level impossible. I haven't done my introduce myself show today. I feel like we should after that punch down. Hey, I've had like 150 new followers. Thanks for hanging out today, gamers. For people that are new here, my name is Jeff Hoagland. We stream full-time, focusing primarily on Marvel Snap. In a former life before I was a full-time meme here on Twitch.tv, I have a graduate and undergraduate degree in mathematics and spent time teaching at both the high school and college level. Introductory statistics was one of my favorite courses to teach. It is one that more adults and children desperately need more of in their lives. Thank you for the prime. I've been streaming Marvel Snap full-time since it released, but I'm something of a relic here on the Twitch platform. I've been streaming for over a decade, with it being my full-time job for over 6 years. Before Marvel Snap, I played a lot of Magic the Gathering and some other strategy and card games like Runeterra, Mythgard, Hex TCG, and others. Do you miss teaching? I teach every day. I just get paid a really good wage to teach now, as opposed to getting paid the shit wage I got paid before. Did someone say Twitch Relic? What's going on, Pluto? And now, keep in mind I've been out of teaching for almost a decade now, but like at one point there was a school that I taught at that I got paid as little as $1,200 USD to teach a class for an entire semester. So how you say not great. Tentacle Possum, thank you for the 7 months of Prime. And for reference, for people that don't live in the United States, it's considered full-time to teach 5 to 6 classes typically. So 5 to 6 classes times $1,200 a pop is approximately. I'm gonna move this Hope Summers here. Is what, like $7,200 a semester? It has not improved. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
How many slots do you open? This is my last deck submission in the queue at the moment. Like this. It's funny, so obviously with the pay being shit, it was very common. Do you want to give them Silk? I don't know. I need Captain Marvel to cover the middle, chat. I don't know. I think so. I don't know. It's kind of a shit show. The Mindscape is not great for us. It was common knowledge among adjuncts where I taught that like all the adjuncts, you just had a second job because like you needed a second job to exist. And I remember explaining that streaming content stuff was my second job, and one of the other adjuncts being, oh, so you're still looking for work then? And it makes me chuckle thinking back to that conversation, with this now being my full-time gig for a long while now. Move Jeff mid. No, I'm gonna cannonball them. That link definitely works to subscribe on mobile. Why are teachers sort of paid in the US? Yeah, because making people have a better understanding of the world around them is not profitable. Did we kick him out and then Carol could come over?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
It's actually negative profit in many cases for people to be smarter. Yeah, it's a fair and accurate take.
Victory.
For those of you that are new here, you should note that we are primarily a Marvel Snap stream, but there is progressive politics in the stream handle for a reason. One for me and one for Chad. For my submission, grab your most competitive Kazar deck. You can definitely do that, Sergeant Pepperhead. Thanks for the tip. All right, chat. Hoaglandian Whale has sponsored a deck submission. If you got a sweet deck idea you'd like to maybe see me play and you're sub to the channel, drop it in chat as a link. We'll see how it goes. We're gonna run some adverts on the interim. Thanks for hanging out, Joe Cody. We're gonna play one more with Little Movers when we get back, see if we can pick up a gold ticket, and then we're gonna play some Kazar. Hey, chillin'. Thanks for hanging out. Going on in Master. Thank you for the 3/4 of a year. I'm excited for White Widow. I'm excited for White Widow in the long term. I'm not excited to play a bunch of Animeres in the short term. In fact, I think my plan for White Widow decks this week is to just not play any Annihilus White Widow because I don't want to play Mirages. When's the next OTA? You can always come into my chat and type !OTA to find the date on the upcoming OTA and patch. Destroy time. I still want to play White Widow, but yeah, we'll probably play White Widow featuring like Armor and Carnage. Armor and Carnage are two good ways to counter Annihilus decks without playing explicit Destroy. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people playing explicitly Destroy. If you want, this is a fun metric to share. So we've had chat open today and yesterday. And with chat being fully open, we've had 605 unique people chat across the 5 hours we've been live. But in that time where we've been live, there's been 37,000 people that came across the stream for at least a little while. I think a lot of people, especially that chat very regularly on this platform, don't realize that they are a huge minority by using that feature. Most people just lurk. They make the platform go round, and I appreciate them. Davila, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. For the regulars who are saying you didn't realize chat was open, the number one thing you should do when you've turned into my stream is you should make sure you read the whole stream title. Because if there's any useful, relevant game news, I'll put it up in there. I've been auto-snapping on one in Silver and Proving Grounds, but Sinister London's so bad for our deck, I'm gonna skip on that this time around. You know stat players can't read. Accurate. Yes, correct. You can, in fact, literally always check. I'm gonna bounce here. These locations really suck for us.
Escaped.
Enjoy the YouTube videos on both channels. Thanks, Quacker.
Oh, snap.
Oh, by the way, for the regulars, talking about subs, I would like to make you aware that I have finally formally commissioned a sandcastle being kicked over animated emote. I know it's been discussed for a little bit. So I have finally stopped being lazy. I have commissioned an animated sandcastle being kicked emote. Login Dagger, that's such an A+ deck name for that. Oh, I'm gonna get Galactus Gamer. Ooh, I didn't get Galactus. The Clog and Dagger deck actually might be a good one to try. It's actually probably a good one to try tomorrow after the new card gets in. I think there's gonna be a turn 7, chat. Incoming Legion. Hello. Enchantress.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Yes, I did snap.
Behold my mighty hand.
That's about all we're about to behold, buddy. Okay, so if they play Iron Man on the left, they're gonna go up to 32 there. This puts me to 19, 23, 33. They can move the Jeff back over too, though. Tech cards, baby, tech cards. Yeah.
I am Iron Man.
Are you, bud? Are you, Tony? This should be a solid matchup for us. Spider-Man messes with their lane, Enchantress is good. We have Mobius to cut off their acceleration. We're waiting on that, yeah? You're the guy that Prode gives all the positive deck-based matchmaking to. Accurate. Can't win if they have Cosmo. I don't think that's strictly true. I think Mobius especially. It's a good chance to cut them off of being functional in a lot of games. Playing center to prevent Miles from being pulled there. So if they try to Cosmo this turn, because we have priority pulling something out of here, their Cosmo will end up center. Which is fun. I did hear Elias going to be in the new Deadpool movie. It was in, she was in Loki too, yeah?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Silk was definitely the best draw on my deck. Was the new trailer viewed on stream? No, I try and go out of my way not to play copyrighted content I don't own the rights to. When you see me play other movie trailers, like for the Twitch bounty board, Twitch explicitly secures the rights as part of the advertising for that. You see people doing like React content or like playing top 40 type music. Oh, am I supposed to Shang? Yeah, good call. Just not used to this card having text in this matchup. They're technically breaking their terms of service. Good shout. Good shout. I had shortcutted in my mind. Shang doesn't have text in this matchup, but it definitely has text into Krakoa. We're talking about other things. Oh, I have just the emote for this. Speaking of Loki. It only matter for VODs or the live stream too. So currently you only get dinged / in trouble for having it in VODs. However, having it on your live stream is also breaking the terms of service. If you actually read the end user license agreement when you scroll through for Twitch that allows you to broadcast on this platform, one of the many things you are agreeing to is that you will only broadcast things that you have the broadcast rights to share. And then because chat is open today, I will preempt the next question, which is always, but Jeff, you stream video games. Do you have the rights to stream your video game? To which the answer is yes. Modern video games like Marvel Snap explicitly include in their EULA permission for content creators to broadcast their stuff on platforms like this. In fact, famously, there have been a handful of video games in recent memory where they only let you broadcast them up until a certain point. If that weren't enough, they also pay me 2,000 gold a month, chat. And I go back and forth on the 2,000 free gold I get from Second Dinner every month. Some months I have them put it on my account, so that way I can buy some variants with it. And other months I have Ben Bro just back a dump truck up to my driveway and pour it out, so that way I can pay my mortgage with it. I don't know how the other content creators use it, but I go like 50-50.
Opponent snapped.
Streamers have gotten DMCA'd over music and video games too. Correct. That's why you have to be familiar. It was something I had to make an effort to do when I was doing some variety streaming a couple of years back, is I had to explicitly track down which games had royalty-free music and which ones were using licensed music. I streamed a playthrough of Miles Morales Spider-Man, and that has a ton of copyrighted music in it. It's a rude Quake gamers. You want me to build a deck that's all Rion Gonzalez variants? You don't have to have them, but I'll give you a list of cards. Yeah, that's a fun one. If you want to send me the list of 30 cards, serious, I'll build something, the best thing we can do from it. And poor Craven has been socked in the face by Red Guardians so many times during this set. Yes, there are a lot of games that now include a streamer mode in their EULA specifically. To help work around spots like that. Yes, Discord DM is perfect, Cirrus. I got a rock. Am I playing the Jin out? Oh, if I draw Shang, I want to play the Jin. If I draw Silk or Angela, I do not. It is a phenomenal Miles variant and split. Why Rock instead of the Jin? They have a Red Hulk in their hands. Unlucky. Oh, man. Played the Jin last turn, gamers. It's this, actually, yeah? This leaves us... I guess I'm behind here? This means I'm winning here, and then Cap can jump center if they compete in Mojo World. 8-7. Yeah, final answer. It's so great to have Carol back, chat. Her jumping is one of so many games today. Really glad they gave her her 5th point of power back.
Victory.
This was a really fun set. I don't know how our record ended up being with this deck, but it felt pretty reasonable from the anecdotal games that we played. Yeah, we were 5-1, including that game. Not bad. If you're someone who's wanted to play these mover... If you're someone who's wanted to play these mover style decks, but you don't have Hope, or you don't want to play Hope / Elsa, this seems like a really sweet way to do that. I didn't skip playing Hope and Elsa in this deck because their budget. I just didn't want to play them in the build. The kind of idea for this one is, I've got it titled Little Movers here, is our idea is that, you know, we can play out our curve early, and then on turn 6, we can play one of our 3/4s, and then either Silk or Miles Morales plus Kitty. And you stay lower to the ground than the other build. So again, I know that people have a hard time differentiating things like this, but there is an established Kitty Hope Summers deck that I would make the argument that, oh, I don't want to do that. I would make the argument that this more established one is obviously good. It's in my best decks video for a reason. Let's scroll this up. This is a different kind of deck than what this is. So I know there's overlap on the cards, but I would argue, especially the Hope Summers, Elsa, Red Hulk, these change the way the deck plays out in some key dynamic ways. These builds. Once you add these two cards, like Vision especially, I feel like the play patterns change a good bit. As opposed to this smaller build. I might get a highlight. We'll see. I'm at a point where if the OTA on Thursday is like big, I don't want to post highlight content from before it, but it's not that big. We might not get that big of a one because the format's in a good state. Let's see.